Now, I almost text y'all like March 22nd is the anniversary of the release, the collapse of No Jumper. So it's coming up soon. I almost wanted this whole episode to be a No Jumper thing just because it was so lit this week. Like, Lush came back and set that bitch on fire. Nigga.
On fucking fire, nigga.
With a hot pipe, right?
That nigga Lush came back and set it on fire. But not only did Lush come back, Danny, shout out to Danny from the Stop. He had his Adam22 interview drop as well too. That was a great episode.
Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Danny.
Big
man.
shout out to Danny because
big shout out.
That was a great interview. It was like an hour 45 or almost 2 hours or whatever. But Adam's always good when he's podcasting with somebody that knows how to podcast. You know what I'm saying?
The rhythm is always good.
It was a conversation I could follow.
Bruh, it's flowing. You know
they
what I'm
both
saying?
know how to handle the situation at hand.
Yeah, bruh. And it's just in general, I mean, Joe did it with us in terms of like the episode that we did. Like, he said it in his intro, you know, like what's going on with this whole podcasting about podcasting. Niggas like him should not be partaking in this at all. Like, it's ridiculous almost, you know, like.
You're talking about
Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of ridiculous for somebody of that stature to even be like partaking in this. But it's interesting. It's interesting convos. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's having these discords around these podcasts, especially some of the people that are being talked about at the highest priority in that sphere. You know what I'm saying? So Danny was there and he had an entire conversation that was essentially laced with that. You know, we got a little bit of his backstory, which we didn't have.
Just a tidbit.
You know what I'm saying? So that was all good. So that was good. He got like his first big interview. They like kind of laid that foundation out because Rory's not Rory. Danny's gonna keep going up. Y'all know he got that Rory shit popping too.
Yeah,
so,
Rory.
He just had that in the cut, just waiting.
Yeah,
and he already dropped the clip. Yeah.
Oh, he dropped the clip?
He already dropped the clip. Yeah, and it was about him and Rory talking about Charlamagne.
Charlamagne, yep.
Yeah, but
oh wow, did it sound interesting?
It did. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I mean, we can cover that. We can start. No, let's not start there first. Let's start with Adam. Shout out because Adam, they were talking about everything. They talk about podcasts. They were kind of kicking up. Well, there was a moment when they were like going in on Charlamagne a little bit about how he's kind of lost his edge and lost his touch.
There's some questions.
Yeah. Which is, so, but Big Sloth came up. And I sent that to y'all, right?
Yeah.
I sent that to y'all. Yeah,
of course.
So, yeah, we got to play that just because shout out to Adam. We've
It's
officially.
a tradition.
It's a tradition.
Whenever he comes,
This thing has been officially rebranded. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's play this real quick.
I mean, Big Loon, who, by the way, those Menace Material guys, they call him fucking Big Sloth.
Yeah. Those guys are. Shout out to AJ, J Nobles, and Tone Groove. They do anything.
Brutal. Sloth.
They don't play fair, man.
Dear God.
I don't want to be for them.
But when he.
We don't play fair. You think we don't play fair?
Dear God.
I feel like there's a code of ethics over here.
Nah, man, we just cut deep for some reason.
I don't know.
We cut deep. We hit him where it hurts.
Yeah, I don't really be playing fair.
We hit on target. Yeah. You throw elbows.
Yeah.
You throw elbows in
you
the
throw
post.
cheap shots.
Yeah, I do not play fair. So he
He'll
definitely
take
had
the
that
ball
right.
back off the rebound.
Some of us play honorably. I don't.
I'm about to say you leave booby traps for niggas. But nah, man, shout out to Danny, man. He's on a fucking streak.
Yeah, Danny's on the run right
Proud
now.
of him.
He talked about one of the interesting things that they talked about as well too, just the overall state of No Jumper. You know, like Adam did cover that the views and like they were just talking about like how podcast companies are structured and stuff like that. And Adam was pretty much he's talking about how unstable the business or how unstable the views can be. You know what I mean?
Very volatile.
And that's where he gets primarily all of his income source for the No Jumper side, and it's all monetizing views. And he's pretty much saying like they were having that conversation on what's better, a subscription-based platform, but he has that with Plug Talk.
Which he owns 50% of.
Which he owns 50% of. And then the other one he owns 100% of. Yeah. That shit was pretty interesting. There was something else. He also talked about, he kind of let drop that AD was supposed to sign to Joe Budden. That was like, but I guess it never fell through.
How could that have worked?
I don't know.
That's not even his habitat.
How long do you think that phone call was?
I don't know. I don't even know how it was offered. We're gonna call AD though. AD gonna call at 9:30.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and just ask him. But we could play this though.
I think on the idea of being hurt by people, does it kind of hurt to be in this back and forth with Joe? Because I feel like you looked up to him, and he was like, it was like, this is just a comic book geeky analogy. Superman and Shazam, like it was.
I'm not familiar enough with Shazam, but yeah, no, it does kind of suck because you got to think about it. When I went on that AMP show with him, I was doing so because I kind of needed to make a public statement at that point. I didn't have PR at the time, which I probably should have, but I felt like I needed to make a public statement. I was on the phone with multiple different high-profile hip-hop media types that morning who told me, do not go on a live stream platform with Joe Budden right now. And I said, nah, Joe's cool, man. This could be all right. It'll be cool. And then I get on the phone with him or on the AMP call with him, and he basically like, you know, totally let me down in terms of like what I would expect from him as like a business person or like even somebody who I thought
he did that.
I thought we were close to being friends. I think that he was salty about the fact that I was perceived as having dominated him in the prior argument on the podcast, and I think that he resented the fact that I did a bit of a victory lap. So I think he saw it as a easy opportunity to try to get a W over me and marginalize me. And, you know, I think that he was also somebody who was probably kind of resentful of the fact that No Jumper was having so much success with having all these different hosts. And when some of them start leaving, that's good for his narrative because, you know, he tried and failed to put together multiple different podcast lineups and they didn't work out. And he paid out his sexual harassment settlement and everything, you know, but I think, yeah, it was a very self-serving move on his part. And you see more and more people on a regular basis now who...
Yeah, so they was flowing in this conversation, but
seamless.
Yeah, that is crazy because when he brought that up, niggas warning you not to get on live stream with Joe Budden. This was in the midst of that initial break. Joe gave that nigga work.
That was an insane.
That was crazy.
Did y'all listen to that, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a year ago at this point. Now, like just crazy. a little bit under a year ago. Yeah, but nigga Joe was busting that nigga down like he was going crazy, and I had completely forgot about that. But just the fact that niggas were warning him.
I didn't know that.
To
That's
not
insane.
do that. I said,
please take heed,
shit.
nigga.
Yeah, take heed. Look,
it sounds like he had PR.
No. He said he didn't.
I know, but I'm just saying them niggas was telling him like.
And he said his people, nigga, that's his wife. Lena was telling this nigga, please don't do it.
Literally,
you're gonna embarrass me. You're gonna fuck up my, my corn bag.
But he's gonna have to get used to this because Adam, your peers don't respect you. So it's like this is gonna be a continuous saga throughout your life, especially when you retire and you in these rich ass country clubs talking to these old tycoons and shit. They like, nigga. You the corn, nigga.
You gave this nigga the most imaginary, the magical.
Nah, but I'm saying like this is
tycoons
always
and
gonna
golf
be a
clubs.
thing that's gonna come up with.
There was a theory that I had that I thought there was a point in time when the old crew was there and AD was there, and while he was there, he was telling them like, I want to step away from like. It did feel like the country club doesn't accept me conversation. And we have to switch things up over here. I did feel at one point, I did, because that he was disqualified off the face tat. He was off the rip. The country club can't fuck with that.
It's the
I can't
advertisers.
go golfing with you. Yeah, I can't.
It's the advertisers.
We can't go play golf. You
But
gonna cause a scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not an advantage, but I feel like Jelly Roll, like he might get respect in the country club. He got nothing but face tats. He got AT&T commercials.
but music is so different though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not the face
Music is-
tats.
He might be good, and somebody like a Conor McGregor or somebody
That's
like
what
that
I'm
too.
saying.
It would be-
It's not the face tats. It's the
Conor don't have his
profession.
face done though.
You're right.
Everything but yeah.
He could get it done
I
and
think
he'd be fine.
He'd be fine. I think.
Yeah, he would still be
He would
fine
still
just
be
because
fine.
it's hundreds of millions.
He
of
could
plays,
get
you know what I'm saying?
blood tattooed above his eyebrow. It'd be
that's
perfectly
true.
fine.
Yeah, that's true. But so I forgot all about this moment, and then he did take a little savage shot at Joe. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was a low blow.
Yeah. But we can keep listening to this.
And it's kind of crazy that he even said that, like, Joe can't just go even lower. Like,
I don't think Joe's about to engage with him though.
Yeah.
At all, because I think Joe just.
Nigga, he
gave-
just talked to Candace Owens.
Yeah, he gave Mandy some work too recently. So
damn sure did.
Yeah, so it's like
Gave him some
we'll
work.
cover that later. But yeah, he just gave Mandy some work on Twitter Spaces. So it's like he already was only given.
Rightfully?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
understandably so.
But he was already just giving him Adam was shooting like crazy haymakers that like for months, and the nigga wouldn't even engage. So
At all.
I doubt he's gonna even respond to that. That's not even. That's nothing.
It's not gonna tip it over.
Not gonna tip it.
It's a free shot. Hands was down.
Yeah, but keep going. There was a point that we just listened to, and I completely forgot what I wanted to say. But fuck it.
Take the content thing and treat people as disposable objects that they can try to go viral off of. And I respect it to some degree, but with me and him, I thought that we had
It was
more
right there,
of a
actually. Hit
respect.
pause. That was kind of crazy.
That's an admission of guilt.
Just, I don't know. Adam framing that in that light, though, using people to go viral off of them. Come on, bro.
He's like, I kind of feel you, but damn, don't
Come
do
on,
it to
bro.
me.
Yeah,
the lush
yeah.
return was
That's all he
nothing
just
but
said.
that.
Nothing but that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And it
we
worked.
Yeah, we can't act like we above that. You know what I'm saying? Because but it was he caught you at a vulnerable moment. But all I was thinking when he was describing that, I was like, the best time to kick a nigga is when he's down.
You put the career out there, son.
Yeah, bro.
But also when he's down and thinks you're about to help him back up.
I mean, yeah, that's the best part. Yeah, it's just like it's that's how you would expect that to go.
Crazy.
But yeah, that was
It's
it was a
tricky.
little weird. But even overall, I did enjoy this. I don't know exactly where that moment is in here. Try skipping forward a little bit.
And Danny,
Creators.
my bad. Comment down below why you didn't get a haircut.
Yeah, you look like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, you look like
Talking about Danny.
yeah, Danny. Why didn't he get a haircut?
Yo, I asked him. I was like, "Did you get fresh? Did you get a haircut and shit?" He was like, "Yeah, but I'm wearing a hat."
I knew he was gonna say yeah.
Like, nigga,
What are you talking about?
your beard is
Please
not
comment
lined
down
up.
below, nigga. Protect the defend yourself, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, nigga, you're supposed to get the beard lined up too.
He
if
looks
that's what's
shaggy.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
It might be more of the same with some of the other
We just
hosts.
missed it.
You don't want
Go
some,
back. Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, right there.
if there were shortcomings with Ice and
A little
Ish,
bit more.
people put me onto that move. But then
Wait, after the breakup or like
Yes.
before because that would have been interesting if it was before. But
So he did say it a little bit before then.
But then I kind of realized that I had hurt his fragile ego by whooping his ass in a debate 3-on-1.
how do you feel about Joe's curation of that breakup? Because I'm not even talking about them, but the way he curated it.
You mean the No Jumper breakup?
Yeah.
Well, at one point, he was supposed to sign AD.
Whoa. Wait, after the breakup,
Exclusive.
I finally got like
After
my
that, yeah.
news breaking moment in the industry.
I never mentioned it. People put me onto that move. But then
Wait, after the breakup or like
Yes.
before because that would have been interesting if it was before. But yeah,
I don't know if he went and checked the tape, watched some footage, and maybe realized that
Oh, so you're saying he didn't sign him because there's like shortcomings?
if there were shortcomings
giggle is
with
crazy.
Ice and Ish,
But the
and Joe
giggle
Budden was
with the hand,
being real to himself.
you can tell he worked off his job. That's off his job posture right there. You all up on the screen and shit.
You can
Oh my
tell.
gosh,
Nah,
shout
that
out to-
nigga's stomach is fluttering. He's happy than a bitch.
He's like, "This is my viral. My viral moment just
And
entered."
shout out to his notebook that he was writing notes
Yep,
down. He's
yep.
oh my god, he's
Yes.
saving videos,
Yeah,
ideas.
notebook
That's where
and
he-
iPad.
That's where he
and
does all his
laptop.
alchemy.
Yeah, dog.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, Danny doing the science
In real
during
time.
a podcast
Yeah.
in real time is
This is
that's,
what it looked
That's
like.
That was
fire,
fire.
bro.
That was fire.
Bro,
Did
this
your thing.
week has been lit, bro. Like, and No Jumper, and it's been lit in a mixture. It's been a nice mixture, 50-50. It's been half bullshit,
half good shit.
half good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Y'all think Danny performed better than Ice?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
he
that's a
started
good
off.
question.
That's
Yeah,
on mic.
yeah.
That on mic
Well,
footwork.
that's what he
Yeah,
said.
I
He
mean,
was,
Because that's what the
Danny,
goal.
yeah.
That's what the
No.
aim was.
to be fair, yes, without question. And I wasn't really worried about that just because of Danny is a master at what he does.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, Ice don't even stand on his tweets.
Ice don't
Like,
come with a game plan.
Yeah.
Danny came with one.
Yeah,
you feel
bro,
me? So
yeah.
it's a complete difference.
Yeah, it
And it's
wasn't.
kinda-
It wasn't
yeah.
even close.
It's kind of cool to see Danny be serious too, because most of the time I hear him speaking,
The nigga-
he's in satirical characters.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
You
Yeah.
feel me? He
Even
Yeah,
when
'cause
he's
he-
himself.
Yeah. Even when
Yeah.
because even on our Patreons, that's like more off the record. He's
Yeah,
still
it's-
he's still
laid
like
back.
yeah, he's chilling, but
Yeah.
he was like he's locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
shout out that good brother.
yeah, this nigga was taking shots at AD. He was taking some crazy shots at him. He was like, Joe's supposed to sign him, but then he might have looked in, and if he's got a problem with Ice not applying himself and doing the research, maybe he just saw more of the same in AD. I said, damn. I said, oh shit, nigga.
That's what we call critical thinking.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of these, what I do find funny though is like a lot of these bigger podcast people, they would be good at critiquing other podcasters. They just would never do it. It's like rare moments when they'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You talking about?
I would say
Yeah.
during, because especially during that period, like AD was definitely coasting. Like he was not like applying himself for real.
Mail-in ballots.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that was 100% accurate read. You know what I'm saying? During that time period.
He kind of like the real AD.
Who?
AD. Like Anthony Davis in real life. Like, you know, he don't always have
Oh,
the
yeah.
motors. Like he's
Yeah.
capable, but
Yeah.
he don't always show up in games.
Facts.
Yeah.
Sound like you lost some parlays. Who was that?
Nah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
nah. That's real shit though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Shout out to AD coming along.
We're about to get to the bottom of this shit.
What's the deal, Harry?
Yo, you're on Homeroom University, man.
Yo, what it do, Pepe?
Afternoon.
Man, finally, man, the AD redemption, man.
Yeah, man.
You on the
The
hero's
whole
journey right
university.
now.
You on the hero's journey,
Yeah.
man. We about to add something to the hero's journey. You know what I'm saying? Based on how you respond.
Okay.
Based on how you respond to these questions. But everybody's here. Tone Groove, Jay Nobles.
Yeah, Jay Nobles, white man
on
behind the boards.
Yeah.
You know, the whole gang
Shout
is
out
up
to the
there.
I was about to
homies,
say,
man.
and it's nice to formally, you know what I mean, talk to you. This is Jay Nobles, by the way.
Yeah.
We haven't even formally spoken
Man,
yet. It's
I
nice to formally
know
speak.
your voice, man.
Yeah, it's nice to
I know your voice.
Yeah, it's nice to formally speak to you.
Hey,
man.
but yeah, let me hit
Yeah,
this.
man.
Let me hit this bell. We'll start a new segment real quick.
Okay, let's get going.